Okay, let's talk about vitamin C. We hear about it all the time, right? It's in our orange juice, it's in those fancy skincare serums, but what does it actually do for us, beyond just being good for you? And get this, there's one wild fact about it that makes it totally unique. Let's dive in.
You know, our bodies are pretty incredible machines. I mean, they heal themselves, they fight off germs, they create energy, but there's one super important vitamin that our bodies, for some reason, just can't make on their own. Any guesses what it is?
Yep, you got it. It's vitamin C. It's literally the only essential vitamin that we have to get from our food. Every single day, no exceptions. Our bodies just don't have the recipe. And honestly, that's what makes it so fascinating.
Okay, so let's really dig into this first point, because it's the most important one. Your body is completely dependent on your diet for vitamin C. It has to come from the outside, period.
So the fancy science name for it is ascorbic acid, and here's a key detail. It's water-soluble. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, unlike some vitamins your body can stash away for later, vitamin C doesn't stick around. It gets flushed out. So you can't just chug a gallon of orange juice on Sunday and call it good for the week. You need that fresh supply, day in and day out.
Right, so if we can't even make the stuff, why is it so darn important? Well, think of vitamin C as your body's personal daily shield. It's got three main jobs when it comes to protecting you. First up, the big one everyone knows about, your immune system. Vitamin C basically gives your white blood cells a power up. It helps them get way better at hunting down and destroying germs. It's your absolute frontline defense.
Benefit number 2 is all about your skin. You've probably heard of collagen, right? It's like the scaffolding that keeps your skin firm and bouncy. Well, vitamin C is absolutely essential to build that collagen. Without it, that whole structure gets a little wobbly. And number 3, it's a powerhouse antioxidant. Okay, so every single day, things like stress and pollution create these little troublemakers in our bodies called free radicals. Vitamin C steps in like a bodyguard and neutralizes them before they can cause a bunch of damage to our cells.
So where can you find this amazing stuff? The good news is it's in a ton of delicious foods. And yeah, we all think of oranges, but look at this list. Fun fact, a red bell pepper, just one, can pack more vitamin C than an orange. Who knew, right? Broccoli and strawberries are champs too. Okay, so we've covered what it does, but how does it actually pull all this off at a tiny cellular level? Let's get just a little bit nerdy for a second and look at the science. All right, to get how an antioxidant works, you got to meet the bad guy. And the bad guys in this story are called free radicals. Think of them as these chaotic, unstable molecules that just bounce around inside our bodies, causing damage to literally everything they touch. Your DNA, your cells, everything. So how does our hero, vitamin C, stop them? It's pretty cool, actually. It basically gives the free radical what it's looking for, an electron. It's like saying, here, take this, now calm down. And just like that, the free radical is neutralized and can't cause any more trouble.
And remember that collagen we talked about for your skin? Well, this is how it works. You've got these little workers, enzymes, that are trying to build collagen, but they can't do it alone. Vitamin C is like the essential tool they need to finish the job. No vitamin C, no tool. The construction project just grinds to a halt. The takeaway is super simple. No vitamin C means no strong collagen.
Now this is really interesting. Check this out. When you get vitamin C in smaller doses, like the amount you'd find in food, say around 100 milligrams, your body is amazing at absorbing it, like 90% efficient. What does that tell us? It tells us our bodies are designed to get this stuff from food, not from some giant megadose pill.
Okay, so let's get practical. With all this info, how much do you actually need every day? Let's talk numbers and real-life tips.
All right, so the general recommendation is about 75 milligrams a day for women and a little more for men, around 90. But, and this is important, check out the note for smokers. Because smoking creates so much more of that free radical damage we talked about, they need an extra 35 milligrams just to break even. But hold on, this is definitely a case where more is not better. There's an upper limit, and it's around 2,000 milligrams a day. If you go way over that, you're not getting any extra superpowers. Your body just gets rid of the excess, and you might just end up with an upset stomach.
So, you want to get the most bang for your buck, right? Here are 2 easy tips for the best absorption. First, always try to have it with a meal. And second, if you do take a supplement, don't just pop a huge dose all at once. Spreading it out through the day gives your body a much better chance to actually use it. And really, all of this brings us back to the most important point of all. That daily shield we've been talking about, it doesn't come from a bottle. It's something you build yourself, meal by meal, with the real food you eat.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. When you look at what you eat every day, is your diet really building the best defense it can for you?